A return to power. The swearing-in ceremony. The air crackled with anticipation. Inside the U.S. Capitol Rotunda, a familiar scene was unfolding. It was January 20th, 2025, and Donald J. Trump was back. He stood poised to take the oath of office, becoming the 47th President of the United States, again. A hush fell over the crowd as Chief Justice John Roberts prepared to administer the oath. J.D. Vance, the newly elected Vice President, had already been sworn in by Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Now all eyes were on Trump. Former Presidents Clinton, Bush, and Obama were among the distinguished guests. The tech elite were also present, with figures like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and Elon Musk looking on. The weight of the moment was palpable. Trump, a man who had never been far from the headlines, was once again at the center of American power. His journey back to the White House had been improbable, unexpected, and for many, deeply unsettling. Now he was officially beginning his second act. Echoes of the past, Trump's inaugural address. Trump's inaugural address was a familiar cocktail of populism, grievance, and promises of national restoration. He spoke of a revolution of common sense and vowed to reclaim American sovereignty. The golden age of America begins right now, he declared, his voice booming across the rotunda. He railed against the perceived betrayals of the American people by the political establishment. He promised to restore faith in government, bring back jobs, and make America safe again. "My life was saved," he said, his voice thick with emotion, "to make America great again, again." Trump's message was carefully crafted to resonate with his base. He acknowledged Martin Luther King Jr. Day and made a point of thanking Black and Latino voters who had supported his return. His words were met with cheers from his supporters, a clear sign that his brand of politics still held considerable sway. A flurry of action, immediate executive orders. True to form, Trump wasted no time in making his mark. In a whirlwind of executive actions, he moved swiftly to dismantle key policies of the previous administration and set his own agenda in motion. Immigration was a top priority. He signed orders to end birthright citizenship, declare a national emergency at the border, and drastically reduce the number of refugees admitted to the country. He also took aim at energy policy, declaring a national energy emergency, and pushing for increased fossil fuel development. Federal agencies were not spared either. Trump signed orders to end diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, require federal employees to return to the office, and reduce the size of the federal workforce. His actions drew immediate criticism and legal challenges. The ACLU filed a lawsuit challenging the constitutionality of ending birthright citizenship. Environmental groups condemned his rollback of environmental regulations. Section 4, Clemency and Controversy, Pardons Granted. One of Trump's most controversial acts was his decision to grant pardons to nearly 1,500 individuals involved in the January 6th Capitol riot. Among those pardoned were Stuart Rhodes, the leader of the Oath Keepers militia, and Joseph Biggs, a prominent Proud Boys member. The pardons sparked outrage and condemnation from Democrats and even some Republicans. Senator Chuck Schumer denounced the move as a travesty of justice, while Senator Amy Klobuchar, who had presided over Trump's second impeachment trial, called the pardons a slap in the face to law enforcement. Trump defended his actions, arguing that those involved in the riot were patriots who had been unfairly targeted by the deep state. The pardons were seen as a blatant attempt to reward his loyalists and further sow discord. Section 5. A new administration takes shape. Cabinet appointments. Trump moved quickly to assemble his new cabinet, filling key positions with loyalists and allies. Senator Marco Rubio was tapped to lead the State Department, while Pete Hegseth, a Fox News commentator and military veteran, was chosen to head the Department of Defense. John Ratcliffe, who had served as Trump's Director of National Intelligence during his first term, was nominated to lead the CIA. Trump also made a number of controversial appointments. Kristi Noem, the governor of South Dakota, was nominated to lead the Department of Homeland Security, a move that raised concerns about her hardline views on immigration. As Trump's second term began, the nation braced itself for a turbulent 4 years. The divisions that had defined his first presidency showed no signs of abating. If anything, they seemed to have deepened. The world watched with a mixture of fascination and trepidation as Trump once again took center stage.